So generally when you're landing, you just want to land on the chest unless you know you're landing on somebody. Then it's like okay to land above, so you can hit them while they're on the chest. But usually you just want to land on the chest and loot as fast as possible. It's good. You start potting up. Grab blue belts. Okay, so here actually, you know what you could do? You could just the looting right now is a little weird. You can just whatever your it's F, right? So you hold F and then you click left click and then it'll switch the belt that's in your hand or that you're wearing. That's faster looting. They took out tab looting for now, but yeah, that's good. I was gonna say you should put that there. Now you have dragon fire. Oh, there's the map. What I do all the time is I'll use my mark to mark the shrines just to know like anyone's going to them, whether they're disappearing or not, so I know where people are. The lobby's really small, but it doesn't matter. If the lobby was like bigger, it might be risky to go for the shrine because you don't have that much gear. At least you do. At least they're very toxic. There you go. At least you do have dragon fire. You're gonna be stuck with common gauntlets. Like dragon fire is the best common gauntlets to be stuck with. There you go. I would hold that. No? Okay. I would definitely hold that because you don't have a good. Your fire's really weak right now too, so your mid range is kind of weird. Unless you're really good with toxic mid range. Dash is good rune. You can do the same thing. You just hold F and you click and you left click, and it's way faster to loot that way. Wait, also, when I play pyro, I have my fire in my right hand because I value the sorcery more. But if you're only, this is okay too. The fire sorcery is pretty strong when you're playing pyro, because the ignite, the wall does double damage. So if you get 2 ticks of the wall on somebody, and then they also have the ignite, it's a lot of damage. That's like 24 plus like 3 ticks of 5. So 24 plus 15. It's a lot of damage. Maybe even 4 ticks of 5. I don't actually know how much damage ignite does. The firewall does a sneaky amount of damage, especially if you get dragon fire it. It's very nice. But it's very common for people to run 3 gauntlets. That's why I said you should pick up the lightning earlier. It's okay to run 2 gauntlets though. There are players who do that and do just fine. But especially when you only have a common fire, you know, I would definitely pick up that lightning. After the shrine, if you don't get loot, you should definitely just go to castles and loot stuff because you're missing out on like some key items right now. Your boots are very bad. You don't have an amulet, and you don't have your fire gauntlet, so you're missing a lot of loot right now. So any fight you go in, it's gonna be a huge disadvantage for you. There's an amulet. You're good on an amulet. Okay, good. Now we need to find you boots and a fire gauntlet. Right now, you should be using your firewall to like fly around the map to go around faster. You could even be dashing around. But sometimes when I have 2 charges, I don't waste my rune because next time when I fight somebody, I want to have both my charges up. Can I lightning though? I also suck on lightning though. But like it's probably better than a common fire, you know. A legendary lightning. It's okay. Okay, it's okay. You don't have to do that if you're really comfortable with toxic and you're confident that you can fight somebody with toxic with having a common fire. That's okay too then. Well, I guess you don't get to choose your loot, you know. Ideally, you want to be comfortable with everything. I would keep dash. Okay, good. Because you're like a new player, right? You should just be like dashing around the map just to be comfortable with it. Okay, you start dashing. I would say for sure as a new player, just like dash around the map. Like learn the map. Hi Gizmo. And running to shrines like this is good. It's good to like run to shrines for loot, but you like your boots are still really bad and your fire is still really bad. So if like there are more people in this lobby, then you definitely get punished for it. That's like I said, like you should like loot a normal castle first before you like run to shrines if you're in this scenario. Okay, good crouching around the point. That's smart. Oh, shot behind you. Nice distinguished eye shot. You have a dragon fire now, so you should go for like a dragon fire immediately as soon as you can. That's very enemy. Dragon fire, nice. Missed it. That sucks. Okay, wait. You're dashing kind of incorrectly. Whatchamacallit? You can when you dash, you should like move your mouse with your dash. Does that make sense? You have a lot of control with dash, unless you like move around a lot. instead of just like pressing the button and then hitting a wall, you can like just move it so you like wrap around the rock, kind of like a snake. You can shoot fireballs. You should just shoot fireballs up there just to practice shooting them up there. Like I know it seems like impossible to hit, but like eventually you're gonna start hitting those more consistently, you know. Also, you just need to look up because you also lost where they were. Right now you should be using your firewall, so he can't snipe you. You can't shoot ice through a firewall. Also, that whole fight you didn't use the firewall either. It was coming up, but it was up for a little bit. There's the firewall. That's good, keeping track of him. Shoot your fire, there you go. Nice toxic hit. You need to move around more. You should be like jumping and levitating a little bit. Nice. That's good. They missed a lot of shots on you, but they were kind of moving. They were moving a little decently, but that was good. But you should be you just kind of stay on the floor the whole time. And you have two dashes up that you finally dash. And then you go back to sitting. Your dash comes up again. You definitely could be moving around a lot more and like avoid a lot of damage. Because like it's good you killed them, but you should look at the fight like what could I have done better, right? So you definitely your movement could have been a lot better. You could avoid a lot of damage. Don't be afraid to like levitate and then shoot somebody, and then like if you're out of mana, just like use your dashes to like rearrange and like reset the fight a little bit. Same thing, you can just hold, like every item slot you can just hold F and then left click, and it'll swap the item for you. You should be healing right now before you loot up. Like pop a pot and then also like, observe the loot. It's faster. Just in case somebody comes at you, you're like, yep, somebody's on you right now. Yeah, you could have had like 2 pots on you before you were looting. Like the moment your fight's done, just start popping a potion. Hi Gizmo. They kind of lost you though, which is nice for you. Gives you time to heal. No Gizmo. No Gizmo. After enough mana? Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay, because you're trading your mana to avoid some damage, which is a fine trade. Like if you're just on the floor the whole time, a better player will definitely just kill you really fast. Like you had 2 dashes, you know. Like I said, like don't be afraid to use your mana to levitate, take a shot, or take a shot, levitate to avoid one of their shots. And then if you have to reset your mana cooldown, like dash. You have 2 dashes up, you could like dash around, you know. Don't be afraid to do that. Right now you're looking at third party, that's good. I would get in there more right now. That's a good fireball. That's a really good fireball. You know one of them's like really low armor, so you can definitely go in. I think you just killed him. No wait, no, that's your old loot pile, sorry. You should definitely get in there and third party that because they're low. And you're full HP. These belts are preference. I wouldn't have switched right now because you had a really good chance third party. Especially because they're playing Stone Shaper and you got hit by 2 stone shots because you weren't jumping at all. Okay, yeah. Here, hold on. Let's watch that slower. So you shouldn't have been looting here at all, because like you had a chance third party. They just finished that kill. Yeah, you get hit by a stone hit, then this boulder hits you, and then another stone hit. That's so much damage because you were sitting on the floor the whole time. So you could have started that fight. Like if you didn't do that loop pile, you could have started that fight off so well. And then here, let's watch this. Let's watch this over and over again. Toxic was a little too high. It's okay. So the moment he hit you with the first stone hit, you should have just immediately been levitating, because you're like, oh shit, he has stone. You have to get off the floor. You can dash and hold. If you dash and hold S key, and like look down, it'll make you dash upwards. Or if you just hold W key and look upwards, it'll make you dash in the air. You know stone? Yeah, okay. See, besides ice, stone is the hardest hitting spell in the game. I can hit for like 50 on the legendary one without any modifiers. But like, okay, so you see, you know they have stone. If you hop like up here, he can't hit you from like this angle. If he tried to stone that, it wouldn't go up that. If you hop up here with your dash, you just levitate up there, he can't hit you with stone. Then he just ran you down with lightning. What else? You're also invis right here, so you should, instead of like, when you have the invis boots, it's really hard to recognize when you're like in the middle of a fight. I understand, like, because it's all hectic and you're scared and whatever. But when your invis boots pop and you actually go invisible, that's like a moment where your advantage kind of turns over, and you could try to reset the fight by like hiding behind a rock and then like surprise flanking them with like a bunch of damage, and that would reset the fight. Like what I've noticed a lot in like scrims and stuff and like competitive Spellbreak is that the fights can turn like really fast. Like even if you start the fight off with like you hit somebody for like 80 damage and you start the fight off like that, like they can hit you for the same amount of damage and turn it really fast in Spellbreak. So like there could have been a chance if you like went invisible behind this rock. You just like stood behind this rock crouched, and then he ran this way and you jumped on this rock, and then when he was right here, you could have just firewalled him and then also threw the Toxic Cloud on him and dragon fired him. That would have been like 60, 70 damage, and then also hit a firewall. That's like another 100 damage, and then that fight is turned over and you could have a chance to win that fight. Is that too much? Is that a lot? Should I break it down again?
Is this going to come down to it? Styx' Calm versus T-Foul. Oh no, Styx goes down, in fact. It's T-Foul versus another gamer as we get into a one-on-one situation. T-Foul slides off with the invis. This is so intense. Who's going to get that first place bonus? T-Foul needs it to get the first place. There it is!
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned earlier, like the best combo you can do here to start off a fight is like to hit them with the firewall and then also dragon fire them on top. That's so much burst damage. We can go over one more time. Yeah. So you should have looked for that fight to third party it, because you're already full armor and your gear is already good. You could hit the toxic shot for sure if it was a little lower. You got to be off the floor. The moment you see a stone hit, you gotta just start getting off the floor. Use your rune to go up, levitate to go up. Use the high ground like on your terrain. Like these rocks are all like too high for stone to hit you. This firewall is okay. It's kind of panicky though, but it's definitely good you threw it out at least. It was like you didn't like know that was a hit. You just kind of did it so like they wouldn't walk that way, but they just walked around it anyway. You didn't utilize your invis. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty general, but yeah, for sure. Like, you're gonna run out of mana, or your mana's gonna get low. But, like, that's why you have your runes to, like, move around as well, so you don't feel, like, stuck. Well, here, like, if you think about it like this, okay, if you're on the floor all the time, like, what's the point of even, like, having mana besides shooting, you know? You're just, like, stuck on the floor. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's always a better thing. Your aim could always be better. If you hit those toxic hits, also could have been a different fight, too. It is good to hit, which pilot? I don't know if this person was Stone Shaper or not, but I think they were. Oh, let me see. Hold on, let me watch this again. It's good you saw him though. I think this person is Stone Shaper because they're hitting the floor really fast. If you know someone's Stone Shaper, it's good to actually, any fight is good to start off with like a toxic hit because it also corrodes their armor away. If you notice like the toxic hits, it does like 4/4 whenever someone has armor. That's good. It's really annoying for Stone Shapers because their regening armor ability doesn't really do much when you do that. I hope that helps. If you get another clip, if you have another fight you're confused.